Hello to you watching. My name is Hal. I'm a poet and I'm here to talk about my new collection, Eccolo, which is out this summer with Carcanet Press. The book kind of came together out of work over the last 10 years, so it's quite hard to characterize, at least for me. But I wanted to just walk through the three main sections of the book, and then I'll finish by reading a poem from the beginning of the collection. So the first section is called Animal Alphabets, and they're these hyper compressed, very small series of poems, 23 in total. At the time when I was writing them, I was actually working on some translations of Loreen Niediger's work into Italian. And so I sort of drew from her amazing capacity to condense things onto the page. The second section, which is a little bit longer, doesn't have a title, and it kind of draws together a series of quite lyric poems that I wrote throughout my 20s. And there's also some translation and citation that kind of goes into that, and in a way that section is also what's left of an earlier manuscript in which I was interested in the myth of Marsyas and the idea of mercy in our world today. So it kind of hangs together as the leftovers of a past project. And the third section, which is called Ochre Pitch, begins with the story of a road trip in Sardinia in the summer of 2020. And it's a series of 9-line poems. And I borrowed the form for that from an Italian poet called Emilio Rentocchini, who actually writes in his dialect. He's from Sassuolo in Emilia-Romagna. And then he translates his own poems into Italian. And he writes these incredible 8-line poems, and I sort of adapted the form to my own ends and put together this story of some time I spent in Sardinia. And to finish, I just want to read the first poem from the collection, which is called 2nd of January. And it opens with this epigraph from John Berger: "Reading by the candle of life, we complete his ledgers." It was just evening on a coastal path in the country where you found a home to live through. The view was what you'd notice in it: vines, roots, dirt, stories, touchable and tended to. I could have met you at the turn, talking of love with a labourer. I would have known you, secretary, by that "I don't know, but I imagine so." Your doubts held hope like January. We might have stopped to voice the soil's unheard work, draw its fruits beneath a borderless blue, and listen as if life depended on it. Far oftener than not, it does, you knew. So, thank you for watching, and Eccolo is out at the end of July, and I hope you like it.